Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? I am having a most awesome day today so far. Came up into the city today. So today inside is my office. I have my little summer gig where I'm working at the lake. And so most of my day is spent outside. And I'm like, how come I don't have a better tan going on? That's the only thing I really wanted to know. Through there. So, anyway, I am using the Medicine Woman deck today and just kind of getting a little bit of insight from that perspective. One thing I do like about working at the lake is every day I am doing Reiki at the lake, and every day I'm in a meditative mood. I mean, it's just been alleviating of a lot of that stress because I ground everywhere I go out there. I mean, you're at the lake. So it's, you can go off to the, take a break and go drive down one of the, lake roads and go sit at the shore, and, the geese talk to you and the hawks fly through. Oh my gosh. We've got deer everywhere. So I get to see Bambi every day. It's just been really, really cool. And there was just like some catfish acting like fools on the shore. So it's a beautiful way to get myself back into alignment. And I believe that everybody needs to work on that, especially when you notice that you're being easily, and I'm going to use the word manipulated, but I don't mean it like, narcissistic manipulation, but manipulated meaning changed, form, placed in, or put into a place. Because we could say we can have a shoulder that's been dislocated and we manipulate it back in so that we're putting it into place. And I guess maybe the word I want to use is dismanipulated when I mean that. So sometimes the environment, the world, the news, the radio, the, programming, meaning like television, what you read on magazine covers, sometimes it gets so overwhelming, and we just get into a place where we're manipulated into a funk. And we can, release ourselves from that funk, but it takes some mindfulness, to recognize that you're there and then get into a place or, do things that help you get into an alignment. And I just sat there and I thought, this is election year, and election years are always horrible. So I'm going to take advantage of my summer, and I'm just going to go and ground. And it's almost like being in a whole different little world when you're there, because things are very different. All right, let's see if we have anything else that pops out, okay, to us. And A, B, C. Okay. All right, so I have a couple of cards here, and let's start looking at this reading here. Okay, so we're going to start out with the energy that is coming in, and, and where it's coming in from, and what we're going to do with it, or the help to it. So our first card here is the Art of Rituals, and the Art of Rituals is exactly what I was just talking about. That kind of going in through a mindfulness and making an action to get things moving, to get things changing, to get yourself into alignment. And you see that is exactly, and when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking like body, mind, and spirit with it. But it's that very much the, in Reiki, we don't, in traditional Reiki, just to clarify, It's not chakras. It's not about chakras. It's about energy centers. And so when I'm looking at this, I feel like we've got the earth energy center, we've got the heart, and then we have the heaven or sky center. So that's what that's making me think of in that. And so this is about how you're going to get in alignment. How do you get yourself into a place of strength, a place of, and I want to use the word courage, but I mean it in the along the lines of being open, so being open to discuss, being open to banter, being open to an exchange. And that's what this energy coming in is saying. Hey, guess what? Now is a great opportunity for alignment. And let's look and see here. So the moon upside down is in in the obstacle position. And when I'm looking at this in this particular manner here, I'm like, it's because we are so discombobulated that we can't see the forest for the trees. It's just everything is a blur, or it's all jumbled up in the brain. And so that's some difficulties in getting that into a sense of alignment. But what our help is this deep listening. And the deep listening is talking, when I'm looking at that, is like this openness, this ability to hear, and I'm going to say to hear what is unheard. To hear what is unheard. So we really start being able to tap into some of that clairaudience, and we start hearing, and I like that, we start hearing not hearing things, but hearing things. You just start knowing. It's this listening and understanding. It's listening with discernment. So truths start to really kind of appeal and appear on our path. All right, so where is this going to lead us to? And I'm going to say, when I'm talking about healing family lines, it's not always about generational things. It can also be healing of things that are happening in the here and now. And one of the things that kind of came into mind on that was being in strife for having conflict with somebody that's in your family, in your family, whether it be, a sibling, a child, or a second cousin. This is an opportune moment for you to take the time to reach out and start trying to heal that rift. And I'm not going to say fix it, because there's a difference between fixing it and healing it. Fixing it, we can fix something. We can fix a big gaping wound with a small Band-Aid for a moment, right? We're not talking about fixing for a moment. We're talking about healing this issue, healing what's going on, healing that conflict, okay? And the card there, and it is the Spirit of Air, and it is upside down. The energy that I'm getting on that particular thing is that sometimes you're going to be talking to a wall, and it's going to act, or that person is going to act as if they don't hear you. They're going to act as if they don't want to hear you, that they don't want to be in harmony with you. And I'm going to say on this one is that don't assume responsibility or accountability for the way that other people feel. Okay, you're not accountable, you're not responsible for that. When you are reaching out in order to mend or heal a wound, and they choose to rebuff you or rebuke you on that, it is not your issue. You have sent that message not only to that person, but you have also sent that message to the universe. And, when doing that, you've sent out that message of peace, healing, mending, whatever, through there. So on your behalf, That's going to happen. On your behalf, that will occur. On your behalf, that will flow. You got to keep that up in your mind, all right? And so then the last card on this row is all potentialities. And on there is that anything that you cross paths with is not a coincidence. And that when you are open to release yourself from that kind of minutia and bondage, you know, even if it's just emotional, that it opens you up for what you are. What you are. I like that. What you are. It is opening you up for what you are kind of like contracted to receive. You know, if you think about it in life, we make life contracts, we make agreements, and when we make agreements for good things, we receive those, and when we make agreements for bad things, we receive those. So what this is talking about is you speaking up and standing up for yourself and working on that mending or healing of self so that you can become your full potential. And in doing that, those are the agreements, those are the synchronicities that you are attracting and that you're bringing into your life. Be very, very, very mindful because when I say that we speak these things into existence, I am serious. So when we're claiming things such as going, I am depressed, okay, yeah, you are. Now you've attracted depressed. So you could say, I'm experiencing depression right now, and that depression can change, and it can actually change pretty rapidly because you're not owning into it. So start looking at what you do want to manifest around you. And I'm meaning that as in frequency and vibration. I'm not meaning it as in, I'd like to manifest a boat, because I really would like to manifest a boat. But I'm manifesting the joy and happiness in what I'm doing. Okay? Think of it as in frequency and vibration, because when you are in a place of zoom, 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 and everything is beautiful for me, because I am beautiful for these other things, that's what you start to attract. I like this very last card in the reading because it sums it up very nicely in many ways what the reading is about today. So we have the Winter card, and it's upside down. And normally the Winter card is about a lot of self-reflection, coming into self, being very quiet. Don't be a chismosa. Don't gossip. Don't talk ugly or hateful. Oh, hey, Angel Chakra, that's not cool, and I'm going to ask you to go ahead and delete that, or I will delete it, and I will report you for you trolling your business on my page. I rebuke your work. The Winter card here is telling us that it is time for us to stand up and speak for ourselves and bring forth who we are and what we want to experience in our life. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. And Angel Chakra, who just posted up about she wants you to inbox for directly, but of course don't forget to inbox with your Cash App or a Venmo, right? Okay, so I'm going to ask them to remove that, and if they don't remove it, I'll remove it for them. So peace, love, and harmony. I hope you have a most beautiful day.